Graphing on the coordinate plane. What are ordered pairs? So ordered pairs are a pair of numbers written in a certain order and are used to show a point on a graph. So we have an example here. Parentheses 2, 4. In this example, the 2 is the x value and 4 is the y value. What are quadrants? The coordinate plane is split up into 4 different parts called quadrants. These represent a fourth of the entire coordinate plane. So this box is one coordinate. Or each coordinate has a different name. So this coordinate is coordinate 1. This one is coordinate 2, coordinate 3, and quadrant 4. Quadrant. So each quadrant has a different x and y value, and it's either positive or negative. So here in quadrant 1, we have x, y, both are positive. In quadrant 2, we have negative x, positive y. In quadrant 3, we have negative x, negative y. And in quadrant 4, we have positive x, negative y. Example number 1. Graph the points 3, 5, 0, 0, and 7, 2. So this right here, we have the x value and the y value. So here's how this works. So first point, we have 3, 5. And we know that 3 is the x value, 5 is the y. Is the y value. So let's check the x value first. We have 3. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. So we land at this point right here. So this is 3. But we still have to go now for this 5. So what we're going to do, we're going to go up 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our point lands right here. And a way we can confirm this, so let's line them up and we see it touches 5. And you can see that this is the y. This is the y area, so touching 5 on the y, which is what we want, and 3 on the x. If we line that up, see, we have 3 on the x. So that is our point, 3, 5. So I'm just going to label this point 3, 5. So now we're going to do 0, 0. Now this one's very simple. This one is the origin. The origin is right here in the center. It's 0, 0. And that's basically the middle of the coordinate plane. So it's the origin. So now let's graph the last one. Let's graph 7, 2. So we're going to graph 7, 2. So we're going to start. We know this is our x and this is our y. So our x is 7, so let's go 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You really don't even have to count because the numbers are written. So if I go all the way to 7, we see 7 here, so I'll just put my point right there. But we still have to go 2 on the y, so we see 2 right there. Get that out of the way, sorry. But you can see that the 2 is right here. So let's check it. It lines up on the 2 for the y-axis, and it lines up at the 7 for the x-axis, which means we have our point 7, 2. This is 0, 0. Now let's do the next one. Now we have negative values. So graph the points, negative 6, 3. So let's do that first. X, Y. So we're going to go negative 6. So we see negative 6 is right here. We know it's going to be in quadrant 2 because we have x negative, but y is still positive. So we have negative 6, so I'm going to make a point there. And then we're just going to go up 3. So we can line it up with the 3. And it hits right there. So that's a big point. But it meets up with the 3 and the negative 6. So here's our point, negative 6, 3. Now let's do 10, negative 10. So 10, negative 10. So we're going to go, since we have x10 and y negative 10, we're going to go to the 10 on the x-axis, and then since we have negative 10, we're going to go down all the way to negative 10, which is right here. And as you can see, negative 10, it hits on the y-axis, and it hits 10 at the x-axis. So here's our point, 10, negative 10. Finally, we have negative 4, 6. So we have x and y. So we're going to go negative 4 on the x-axis, which is, so negative 4 right here. We're going to go up 6. We're going to go up 6 till right here. We check it. Negative 4 on the x-axis, 6 on the y-axis. And this is negative 4, oh. -4, 6, and this is -6, 3. We're going to do one more example. So now we have some that have both negatives. Alright, so let's do -5, 2. Or -5, -2. So we have x and y. So we're going to go 5 on the x-axis, -5 on the x-axis, and then down 2 on the y-axis because it's negative. So 1 and 2. And there's our point, -5, -2. And we can even check that. So it hits -5 on the x-axis and -2 on the y-axis. We're going to do -8, -7. X and y. So we're going to go down. We're going to go left 8, right? We're going to go to the -8 on the x-axis, and we're going to go down 7 to right here on the y-axis. So see how we're touching, we're meeting both of those points. So we go down in -8 and then to -7. So we're gonna, that's -8, -7. Let me redo that, that looks messy. And our last point is -9, 1. Oh, what is that? That's a G. -9, 1. So we're going to go to -9 on the x-axis and then go down 1. So right there's our point, and we can check that. So we have -9 here, and then we're meeting the point, -1 on the y-axis.